Looks like we encountered a film that's ruffling a lot of feathers. Welcome to the Sanctuary. My name is Brandon Aries. Now let's talk movie. And this week, him. I'm torn about this movie. I see what people are saying, how it's a surface level film that doesn't have a lot of development nor understanding. I get that. I see why. The main storytelling element about him, sacrifice, it's just so exaggerated that you have no idea how it's going to turn out. We do this all the time. When it comes to a celebrity or an athlete, we think, what did they do to get so good? How did they stay at the top? What truly made them the best? Because there's no way that it's actually just genuine skill, right? Like they definitely stole their soul or something. You know those beliefs where people sell their souls, or they do a humiliation ritual, John Cena, or they do a movie as the Tooth Fairy. Or something so exaggerating, dramatic, and ridiculous as him. And here we are. It's, to me, literally like a fever dream. And I think if you approach it with that lens, that when you wake up, you're not gonna remember much of this. Now, that's just my opinion. There are some things that I don't like about this movie. For one, Julia Fox. Julia Fox made herself towards the end seem like she was super valuable, only to diminish that. And plus, she was barely around throughout the movie. I see her role come out to fruition in the end, and I'm like, that means nothing to me. I'm gonna give the biggest bouquet of flowers in this movie to Marlon Wayans, because bro really can put out the seriousness. His character of Isaiah White really shined here, because he showed that he can make himself look like the GOAT, like he knows exactly what he's talking about after years of experience being the best. But then, just like that, he can totally unhinge himself to look batshit insane. For me, that carried this movie, hands down. Tyreke Withers also did a spectacular job as Cam, and the two of them, between him and Isaiah, bounced off amazingly, because you can tell that camaraderie is there. You can feel that sensation of training, of practice, of being overwhelmed, the stress, pure insanity. Then there are those tender moments where they're just talking to each other, and you can feel the respect and admiration of one another. It's a big time of passing the torch. I think a lot of people wonder what happens when there is a passing of the torch, whether it's with celebrities, whether it's athletes, etc. I always get very curious about this with pro wrestling, because just recently at SummerSlam, you had John Cena almost like pass the torch to the current face of WWE, Cody Rhodes. With him, it feels like that, but there's a question behind it. Like, oh yeah, do you want to take my spot? How much are you really willing to give up for it? Like I did. Surprising showing by Jim Jeffries. I actually really liked his role, because to me, he was like the experiencer behind it that was not only warning Cam, but warning us, the viewer, as well. Whew. The Jordan Peele method. This was directed by Justin Tipping. It was produced by Jordan Peele. So a lot of people are comparing this movie to all of Jordan Peele's other works in his catalog, and that simply shouldn't be. With that, people are putting the expectation like, oh, it's going to be Nope level, Get Out, Us. That, to me, is hurting the potential to grasp this movie. What I can also respect is that Marlon Wayans actually took to Instagram and was talking about the bad reviews about him. I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said how critiquing is okay. It's normal, especially in this business. But he himself mentioned how he's been in quote unquote bad movies like Scary Movie and White Chicks. But 20 years later, those are classics that everyone loves. So hey, maybe him is just ahead of its time, and we just need to give it the old wait a little bit, come back. Maybe a new set of eyes will help it. The last thing I'll talk about is the music. I was vibing. Justin Tipping and Jordan Peele, no game when it comes to music. And I was like, yo, they have this song. This is on my playlist. This is on my playlist. Little things get you hyped, you know? Now, you're wondering, should you watch this in theaters or not? I'm going to say no. But eventually, give it a shot. See how you feel. Come back to this video and let me know your thoughts. A lot of people are saying this is god awful. People are saying it's phenomenal, adored. I'm in the middle with it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It could be me just into psychological, exaggerated Black Mirror-esque horror. But comment down below your thoughts on him if you did see it, or if you're going to see it, or if you're just going to stay away from it. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.